What's up, y'all? What's up, YouTube? We back at it once again. Brand new video. I've been having a pretty we keeping that in the video. So before I go to the gym, I'm gonna do like a quick little vlog. Basically, for those who know, on this channel, I am in the real estate business. With me being in the real estate business, I'm black in the real estate business. So when it comes to being black in the real estate business, I know a lot of people on social media, a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of people in the past years before I got into the business have said it's highly competitive, it's highly racist, and it's highly complicated to be successful. Now, from my point of view, as a black agent and being real estate professional, it is fairly hard to generate business, but I feel like that's pretty much across the board for everybody. I don't necessarily feel as if it's more so for black people. Now, one thing that I will say, I do have a good level of my customer base being black, but a lot of my high-end deals are not from black people. And I don't credit that I more so credit that to me. I'm going out here and I'm networking. I'm out here creating relationships. I'm out here tapping in with people who have a lot more money. And typically, that's not necessarily people in the black community, which is not a problem. It is hard, but I definitely don't think for anybody who's definitely trying to get into the business, I don't think that you should get discouraged from hearing, it's very hard to be successful as a black agent. I would consider myself semi-successful. As of right now, the market is slow, but I'm still getting deals. So, I mean, it pretty much comes down to you always generating leads for your business and always being able to build something from nothing for the most part. Now, as far as, the business being racist, I honestly, in the real estate business, I've never really had no semi-racist moments. But that's also, and first things first too, I'm one of the youngest people in the Pensacola area that's in the business that has experience. Like, I'm 24, but I've been in the business for 5+ years. So technically, I'm a little semi-vet, but with me being a semi-vet, I don't, one thing, like, when I first got into the business, here's what I say. I was young, I was naive. I think I was 19 years old, and I'm still young. But when I first got into the business, I did have a couple of run-ins with a couple of agents, not in person, but more so over the phone, because I guess they could tell that I was young. I didn't really know what I was doing. I got cussed out by a few agents who so-called happened to be older white agents. But since then, it wasn't nothing necessarily racist. They were just kind of being like dicks and whatnot. But fast forward to like 5 years later, I don't take no disrespect, especially from the older white ones, but I don't take no disrespect for nobody. I check that right at the door. So I personally have never really dealt with racism as an agent. And actually, I deal with all various sorts of races. Like, my my Caucasian clients, they love me. And really, in all my business ventures, white people love me. They love my products. They love everything I do. So I don't have no problem, no issues with anybody of any sort. But I've never really had that problem of dealing with racist people. But I also, I come across as a nice guy. But don't get it twisted though. Like, I'm checking any BS at the door, like off rip. I'm one of those people. I'm checking it as soon as it happened. I'm not taking no disrespect or nothing. So I feel as if with me having that attitude and me having that approach, I've never really been put in a position to where I've had people necessarily play with me. Now, being black, a black in the business, I did have certain issues when it came to, being paid on time, which I think is very common amongst most people. But the thing about me is that I was at when I really got my feet wet into the business, I ended up joining a team, and I kind of had somebody to kind of look over me for my deals and whatnot to make sure I wasn't really getting screwed and make sure that, all my business and paperwork was right. So I didn't really have to deal with too many issues that a lot of people have said they've dealt with on YouTube. And then also, when it came to, generating business, the real estate is something I don't necessarily have to do because I'm actually still in college and I also have other businesses. And then also, I don't have no kids or anything. So it's not really something that I have to do. It's just something that I do, for, I closed one deal, I'm up crazy. But for the most part, that's being black in real estate. Now, one thing that I will touch on before I end this video is that being black in real estate, a lot of people definitely come up to me trying to get into the business based off of what they see from people who are social media gurus or people who I consider to be scammers. Now, I am one of those people, like, I really don't want to be bothered with those type of people. I'm not really interested in the business of helping people by holding their hand step by step and getting into the business. Of course, if you guys want some free game, I give it to you. But the only negative thing that comes with being black in the real estate business is nowadays there's a lot of black people who come across the social media gurus and they kind of teach. They'll get a lot of followers. They'll post a video that's like 30 to 60 seconds speaking on a particular subject in real estate that doesn't necessarily resonate with the average everyday hardworking American, to where it kind of lets clients and potential clients build a unreasonable expectation from said agent or said real estate deal that they're particularly going to get into. That's the only negative thing with it. I've had to kind of correct a lot of people's misconceptions when it came to how real estate is actually done, the proper way to do business in real estate, as well as basically finding the right terminology and the right fit for a particular client. Because nowadays, in the social media game, it's people saying, hey, do this, make 100,000, or do this and go invest into this and you'll get a crazy return, when that's not always the case for most people. But for the most part, this is me my experience being black in the real estate business. I really don't have too many issues. And I also don't really deal with too many people as well either. So even though I'm outside and I'm out and about, I don't really deal with too many people to really run into any options. But I've done several deals. I've done, commercial, residential, freaking trailer park, you name it. I've done it all in the past like 5+ years. So have a ton of experience. I've never really had too many issues. All of my history in the real estate business is strictly documented. You can go on my Instagram or Facebook, look at all of that. And yeah, so but I hope you guys like this video. It's a pretty much different video. Definitely like, subscribe, and share. Peace. Also, for those who are viewing this particular video on my brand new real estate channel, definitely let me know what type of content you guys want on this particular channel. And for those who are viewing this on the main channel, definitely go over to the other channel if you want to learn strictly about real estate. I'm definitely separating a lot of the content that I put on the main channel, and we're focusing strictly on real estate because I have a lot of people hitting me up about real estate, and I guess it's just time to actually focus on that and get into that and give you guys content strictly for real estate. Peace.